Radio Raheem with Chuck Liddell. First of all, this is my debut interview for MMA. I don't think I've ever talked to a fighter before preparing for an MMA event. So be easy with me. You're gonna have to walk me through this thing. When I talk to boxers, especially when it comes to a grudge match, guys who have faced each other before, often the question comes up like, why this guy again? You've beaten him twice. Why is it necessary to fight him 3 times? What do you have left to prove?
I have nothing left to prove. I just don't like him. And, it's my fans, it's their favorite guy for me to knock out. I mean, I've been asked more often since I've been retired, will you please come back one more time and knock this guy out again? That's the most common request I get when I'm out and about.
What is it about Tito Ortiz that you don't like to this point?
He's just not a good person. I mean, in general, he's just not a good guy. He's and he seems to be stuck on this narrative that, that I was his friend and I turned on him and I'm a turncoat and I did this. I was a sparring partner. I helped him out. I mean, he slept on my couch. He ate my food in my house. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't get me a room. I was being nice. I slept on your couch when I was your sparring partner. I mean, it was you needed to put me up somewhere, and that was all you had. So I slept on the couch. It wasn't anything you did special for me. And then I used to beat him up when we trained. So he didn't want to fight me. So when it came time for us to actually fight, we were supposed to fight after Ken Shamrock. After he beat Ken Shamrock. Right after we fought. I don't know if Chuck and me are going to fight. We might have to go to Japan. We need a lot of money for that. I don't know. All of a sudden, he didn't want to fight. So that's where it all kind of started, and it's been going ever since. And he's just not a good guy.
Combat sports is dangerous, boxing and MMA alike. But in MMA, there are so many weapons a guy can get hurt with, so many different ways that the body has to be conditioned and in shape. Is there something that you feel like you still have in your prime that is your greatest weapon at this stage, at this age in life? What is your greatest weapon for the MMA skill set?
My greatest weapon is my knowledge. In this sport, there's so many different ways to win and lose. There's so many different things you can do. I'm very well versed in all of them. I'm better at Tito than wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking. But in this fight in general, one of the main ththings I have going into it is the last thing to go for fighters usually in general is power. I have power in both hands. I have knockout power in both hands and both feet. So he's got to be careful all the time and worry about me all the time.
Lastly, fighters get a thrill, something that happens inside them when they get a knockout, when they get a big victory and the crowd goes crazy. I realize this is a grudge match. You say you like knocking this guy out, but if that moment comes and you're victorious, and even if it's as easy as you think, do you continue to fight? Is this another chapter of your career, or is this a one-off?
Oh, I'm fighting again. When I started getting back in shape, if I decided to fight, I said I was going to do 2 or 3 more after that. So I got in shape. I'm ready to go. My body's firing great. Everything's going great, and I'm ready to fight. This is just a great warm-up fight. Not a better tune-up fight than him. I mean, he's someone I'm better than at everything. So it's a great tune-up fight for me.
And alternately, if this fight, a guy you've beaten twice, you knock him out with ease, as you say, manages to best you, does that indicate that that's the end of your career?
Oh, if he beats me, I have no business being back in the ring again. If he beats me, I'm done.
Radio Raheem with Chuck Liddell, facing Tito Ortiz for the 3rd time. Good luck. I'm going to be at my first MMA event to see this fight. I can't wait. Radio Raheem with Chuck Liddell.